Another fine day in Austin. Anyway, headed out. Got this lovely place here. It's a pretty cool place. And so Uber got kicked out of Austin somehow. So I got this other Austin ride, which works just like Uber. And I literally just signed up. Took me about 5 minutes, and then I got 4 minutes. My ride's gonna be here. I like it. So heading downtown to the convention center, and then on to see what happens. I have no idea what's gonna happen today, but I'm sure there'll be good things. So I made it here, and dude, Austin rides, man, it was only 10 bucks to get here, and it works just like Uber, austinrides.com. And it was super easy. I am super impressed. And what I'm most impressed by is the cost. I mean, it was only 10 bucks to get here, and I'm kind of blown away by that. Anyway, I highly recommend it. The lady I had was very nice. And, you know, it was great. So, I had a great talk with Lars. It's from Pocket Spaceships, and it's almost like an Eve Light. They're a game that actually has a lot of MMO in it. I'm gonna try it. So accidentally I ran into Raph again, and guess who's here? It's Richard Garriotts. He wasn't originally on the thing to speak. Be interesting.
Yard, and we followed here in Texas. And we followed a wasp around the yard called a cicada killer. And we watched it catch a living cicada, and we watched it poison it or paralyze it and take it down to an underground burrow and lay its eggs on it. And we dug up that burrow, and we kept that living paralyzed cicada until the new grubs hatched out of the eggs, and watched those grubs eat up that living cicada and then emerge as full-grown new wasps. And that was one of the most amazing, magical moments of science and observational activity that I could, even to this day, I can imagine. And we put it in as my science fair project back in kindergarten, and from that year, became a regular competitor in science fair, and from kindergarten through graduation, that was sort of a big part of my existence.
Okay, so there was that session with Richard Garriotts. Really good. You know, I didn't realize how much into entrepreneurialism he is. And so I'll be seeing him Friday morning. Hopefully you can grab him for an interview. So I'm at the IBM Cloud booth, and I just heard that they have a human here that's going to stay overnight to babysit. And the reason is because Robot is sad, all alone. Yes, no charging station attached. Not knowing what's going on. I understand it's actually worth a couple $100,000. Yeah. So, human security guard gonna be taking care of that tonight while we go out and party. So we kind of did things in reverse order. Drinking has been completed. Now we're going for dinner. I'm not sure what this is. Floppy disk repair. Are we back in 1980?
So what year was that?
Gosh, I don't know. We're talking about the login conference, and the first year that I did the login conference, and why I started interviewing developers. Why I started interviewing.
Login conference in Seattle.
It was in Seattle. I think it might have even been the first one. I went to all of them. I know I was at the first one. And so I was just telling Lars here that the way we met is because I wanted to work with him as a game publisher, and I wanted his business, but I had no way to get an introduction or contact him. And so I came up with this brilliant idea that I had this YouTube channel, and I was interested in learning what they were doing anyway. By the way, you can look up LARS as a search on here, and you will find that the video of him and I, 440,000 views. It probably paid off in doing it. Probably. But the whole thing about it is that I needed a reason to get in contact with these people. And so what better way than to ask them for an interview? And how could they resist?
And it's totally true, but I want to, I never told him my part of the story, like how I felt.
Oh wait,
he did that?
He had a reason. He was looking for me too, I guess.
No. That was not the point, but so he kind of like came to me and said, hey, Lars, do you have like time to exchange, like maybe talk a little bit with me? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So he opened the door from like one of the rooms and he pulled me in that room and I got my camera with me. And that's how he got me.
And we set a chair on a table and then set the camera on the chair so that it was at eye level.
Yeah. That was the first interview.
Yeah.
And I think that was really cool. At the end, like I was like, oh, cool. That was a really great idea. And actually, it worked what he was trying to do. So
it ended up in later years in the login conference that we actually had a spot in there. We had all the studio lights and professional cameras and everything, and a lot of people actually came to us asking to be interviewed. And I'm like, this is gold.
Yeah. Ahead of us. You were ahead of Richard, like, of everything regarding like video, like Twitch. Nobody really thought about it. Yeah. I think that was a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well, thank you.
It's already on.
So we're out to dinner now, and Lars here is out. Lars is out here doing. Is that the actual live feed? Okay, great. So is this like
This is like Inception, exactly.
This is yes. Look at that.
If you go too many levels deep, we're all going to disappear.
Yes, and so
How do you like the Boston Gay Club?
okay, so we're out to dinner after drinking. This is really the wrong order. We're probably extra loud because of it, but you know, it works. And so Lars has this Pocket Spaceships game. It's really great, and probably going to be covering some of it on the show. And you know, then we got all kinds of people. Oh wait, where did they all go? We got George from IBM. Oh, and is this cameraception? So this is camera within a camera within a camera? Well, actually what I need to do is I need to look at this other one here and see, there I am looking at the cameraception.
Well, and you realize in another 20 years, people are going to take the input of all of these cameras and make a 3D version of exactly what we're experiencing here.
Screen. And so, oh yeah, that would be total cameraception. So this is the kind of stuff we get into, and so we've got what is your Google's?
I am chief game designer at Google.
See, look at this. He would know about these Inception things. And then we've got George over here.
Hi.
George is like CTO of IBM.
I just had an opportunity to describe recursion to the entire world, but I couldn't get my colleagues in the industry to cooperate.
That is because we did the drinking out of order. Like I said, we started drinking first,
you drink first,
and then dinner. Yeah, and I'm sure I'm getting a copyright strike for this. The music, you know. So Lars.
Yeah.
You know what? I was actually a little bit impressed by your game today.
Oh, you? Really?
Well, because it's like Eve Light.
Yeah, that's true.
And so it's actually something that I was talking to my wife today, and I said I might actually play it. And I told her what the game was, and maybe now she'll be hooked. Yeah,
So
it's pocket Starships. Yes.
So
See,
I
now
hope you're gonna play it.
I've done the drinking out of order again too, so you have to forgive me. So yeah.
But I really want to. I really want you to play the game and test it out, and because I really think that
got drafted
you
into this just
have
by being in the right place at the right time.
your opinion is very valuable for like to the community, for me, obviously for me, and then for all the developers who are working on it. So like really honest feedback is important.
I think I'm going to play it a bit and give you some feedback and make it a better game.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
It's
it's
getting
all
great.
for it.
yeah.
So I'll show it on the show here sometime in the future. We'll see.
Well, I have.
So anyway, now it's time. I guess I better figure out what I'm having for dinner.
Games industry.
So the end to another great day. My voice is hoarse. You know, all that talking and the parties and loud atmosphere and everything, it really starts to wear on your voice. So, I think I have another couple of business deals coming out of today, and there may be some more tomorrow. So, you know, things are looking good, but boy, am I tired. What time is it? So, gosh, 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. It's about what I worked today, and so yeah, it's gonna happen again tomorrow too. Wow, I am so tired. Okay, catch you all next time.